Mitosis and meiosis. Mitosis is the process in which the duplicated content of the cell's nucleus divides in order to repair or grow. On the other hand, meiosis is the process that produces sex cells. In mitosis, there are four phases: prophase, metaphase, anaphase, and telophase. Prophase is when the sister chromatids have shortened and thickened and join at the center of the cell and looks like an X. This is also where the nucleolus is no longer visible and the nuclear membrane breaks down, which causes the chromosomes to spread out in the cytoplasm. In this phase, the centrioles move to opposite ends of the cell and form spindle fibers. Metaphase is when the spindle has been completely formed and the sister chromatids attach to the spindle fibers and line up along the middle of the cell. Anaphase is when the spindle pulls the chromatids to opposite ends of the cell. Telophase is the reverse of prophase. Two nuclear membranes form and the spindle disappears, the chromosomes lengthen and become thinner, and you have two identical nuclei. In mitosis, the number of cells produced after the division of the parent cell is always two daughter cells that have the same genetic information as the parent cell, and throughout all divisions there will always be the same number of chromosomes in each daughter cell as was in the parent cell. Some advantages of mitosis are that larger numbers of offspring are produced very quickly from only one parent, and also there isn't any energy required. Some disadvantages of mitosis are: a negative mutation can make the asexually reproduced organism susceptible to disease and can destroy large numbers of offspring. And also, lack of genetic variation puts them at risk in the event of environmental factors changing. And lastly, unfavorable conditions can wipe out entire colonies. Now in meiosis, there are 8 phases: prophase 1, metaphase 1, anaphase 1, telophase 1, prophase 2, metaphase 2, anaphase 2, and telophase 2. In prophase 1, the chromosomes begin to condense and they also pair up, and each chromosome carefully aligns with its homologous partner. The pairs of chromosomes may then exchange bits of DNA in a process called crossing over. In metaphase 1, pairs of homologous chromosomes move to the middle of the cell. In anaphase 1, the homologous chromosomes move to the opposite ends of the cell. The sister chromatids also stay together in this phase. In telophase 1, the chromosomes gather at the poles of the cells and the cytoplasm divides in cytokinesis. In prophase 2, there are 2 daughter cells, each with 23 pairs of chromatids. The chromosomes condense again into an X, the nuclear membrane breaks down, releasing the chromosomes, the centrioles also duplicate, and the spindle forms again. In metaphase 2, in each of the 2 daughter cells, the pair of sister chromatids line up along the middle of the cell. In anaphase 2, chromatids are pulled apart to the opposite ends of the cell. In telophase 2, a membrane forms around each set of chromosomes to create 4 new nuclei, and the cytoplasm will divide again. In meiosis, there are 2 divisions, and the number of cells produced in the end will be 4 new granddaughter cells that will have a variation of genetic information from both its parents. Our sex cells are called gametes, and they are produced through meiosis. Male gametes are sperm, and female gametes are eggs or ova. They each have half the number of chromosomes of the parent cells, so that when they fuse to form a zygote, the offspring has the correct number of chromosomes. For example, a human sperm cell has 23 chromosomes, and a human egg cell has 23 chromosomes. But when they fuse together, it becomes 46 chromosomes, which is how many there are supposed to be in a normal human. The cells that have a complete set of chromosomes are called diploid, and the cells that are produced through meiosis are called haploid, meaning a diploid is basically double a haploid. Some advantages of meiosis are: it makes the offspring better at adapting to changes in the environment since it has genetic diversity, and it also increases the chances of survival of individuals with positive mutations. Some disadvantages of meiosis is that you need 2 parents in order for it to occur. Also, it can be difficult and take a lot of energy to find a mate, and there is fewer offspring produced compared to offspring produced in asexual reproduction, and it also takes longer to occur.